As a girl who generally doesn't usually wear eyeshadow, much less bright, colorful eyeshadow, I'm here to tell you that this look was absolutely stunning and it looked so good and wearable in real life. And I have to show you, this is a new eyeshadow trend where you use colored eyeshadow as your brow bone all over your eyelid regions. If you want to learn how to spruce up your makeup looks as someone at home or you're a makeup artist, come watch this video. I'm not going to be talking too much, but I'll make sure to give you a long product list with everything that I used, so just watch me here. So I started with a clean fresh face. I like my face to be dry when I do my eyebrows because I don't like my eyebrow product to be slipping around too much. And I like to outline, I don't have much brows at the end, so I like to outline my brows at the top and the bottom, like create an outline, and then after I create an outline, then I fill in the center gently to create me a realistic looking brow arch and tail. So that's what it looks like. Then we need a really bright eyeshadow base. So I'm just using a really light concealer from KKAÖ Beauty and mixing it in with this green pigment from Plouise. But you don't need the green pigment. You can just use whatever light concealer eyeshadow base you have. Then you want to get that all over your eyelid region. You're going to really need that bright base. Actually, you could have done a light pink as well as green. Yeah, so then I like to put a bit of loose powder all over the eyelid region to set the eyeshadow base in place so that the eyeshadow is not sticking to it. This is very important, okay? Then I'm using this Beauty Bay Bright Matte Eyeshadow Palette. I love it so much. And I'm going to use this lime green all in the eye crease. You can just use whatever green eyeshadow. Actually, you could use any color you want to do this, but I'm just deciding to use green. So I build up that lime green a lot as my crease transition color. Then I go in with a bluish greenish eyeshadow by my lower crease, and I take my time and blend that with a smaller brush. You want precision here, so if you have smaller eyes like me, you want to use smaller brushes. I also have hooded eyes, so it took me a bit more effort than an eye shape that has less of fatty crease, but it's okay. I still made it work. This is for my hooded eye girlies, to show you that you can still do bright, beautiful, colorful eye looks. So because I wanted more of a brow bone pop, because mine wasn't naturally popping that much, especially because of the hooded eyes, I really wanted my brow bone to pop out even more. I used more of that light eyeshadow, light concealer to brighten it up, and then I'm gonna put some white and some pink, mix it together and create me a brow bone color. So I'm not going to lie to you, you do have to put a lot of color to get real color payout, because if your colors aren't going to look vibrant and bright, it's going to take away from the makeup look. Now this is the part where you carve out your eyelid so that you can be able to get a light color there. But before I put the color on the eyelid, I'm just going to darken up my outer crease a bit for more dimension. This makeup look is about dimension. You don't have to go too dark with all your colors, but you definitely do want your colors to pop. So do whatever you can to get the colors to be more vibrant. Now on top of that concealer that I put to carve out the eyelid, I'm just going in and adding some pink eyeshadow. And I had some pink pigments from Plouise as well, so I just put it there as well to make the color pop more. Then after I put that first pink, bubblegum pink, I'm putting a lighter pink to the front of the eye to make the region pop even more. Guys, I genuinely had so much fun doing this look. I'm not gonna lie to you, it did take me a while because I took my time. I went to bed really late at night doing this look, but you know, it was worth it. So I would say carve out, give it, like if you're just doing this on yourself, I'd say definitely give yourself 2 hours because it is time consuming. And I was recording, so it took me a little longer than this. Okay, so this is an important step. To make the front of your makeup look clean, you want to go in with a concealer that matches your skin tone, like a flesh toned concealer, and drag the concealer right underneath the brow bone. This is going to help to make the look more wearable. Very important. You need to put concealer there or wipe some eyeshadow from underneath the brow bone. Okay guys, so it looks wearable in real life. Okay, so now I'm just using some foundation. Oh, this is a new foundation, guys. I really like it. What is this one called again? I just got this like last weekend. House Labs. I really love her foundation, and my skin got so much darker because I've been running in sun every day. So this is my new foundation color. I'll put it in the description box for you. Now I'm using the KKAÖ Beauty Sunsculpt bronzing sticks. Oh my god, guys, these are so good, and you guys are like buying them out. So please go and grab some. They make such a difference than using contour. I've realized after playing with makeup, I prefer bronzers to contours because contours just make my face look a bit harsh, make me look older. just look too dramatic, but the bronzers really give my face a nice bronzy glow and give me a bit of contouring effect without doing too much. So I definitely recommend getting the KKAÖ Beauty Sun Sculpt bronzing stick, or whichever bronzing stick you like works too. Now I'm using the KKAÖ Beauty Skin Essential Concealer on it. Genuinely, this concealer is really good because it gives you a natural look. It gives you a made up pretty look, but it doesn't come out looking too chalky or too fake. It really blends and looks like skin. And see, after I applied it, I just blend it out. And what I like about it is that it's medium to full coverage, so it's not too, it gives you coverage without being like too draggish. You know what I mean? Because some of these concealers, I don't know, guys. For my face in particular, I don't really like super cakey looking makeup. It doesn't really, I don't think it suits me. That's the thing about makeup too. You have to figure out what really works for you, because not everything that everybody uses is going to work for you. So once you figure that out, you're going to be good. So after I'm blending out the concealer, I like to go back over with the same brush I used to blend the bronzer and just soften out the lines, the transition between the contour and the highlight. So now after I blend out the highlight, I'm just going in with a brighter concealer. This is the step called brightening. You should never always go in with a super bright color as you highlight. You must always go in with a more 1 to 2 shade lighter concealer. Then if you want to brighten it, you can go in with a brighter concealer after. And guys, I'm kind of running through this video because I wanted to make it shorter for my short attention span girlies, because I know I have a lot of y'all, love y'all. So if you want more in-depth videos, I have a lot of other ones, because my skin technique is pretty much the same, it's just the eyes that's a bit different for this video. So after I set the center regions of my face, I'm just adding green eyeshadow to my under eye. Guys, I never really put eyeshadow in my waterline. This is new for me. Then after I put the green, that really brings the look together. I'm just using this beautiful dark brown eyeliner. I think this is one of my favorite dark brown eyeliner lip liners. Sorry guys, it's called Rebel Kind. I think it's from NYX. And then I got this really light lipstick in the center, and then I'm using a brown lip gloss on my lip liner and a nudie gloss in the center. And then I'm setting the bronzer regions of my face using the KKAÖ Beauty Artist Essential Powder Palette. Like, I realized I really cannot live without this eyeshadow, this bronzer palette. It's not really a bronzer palette, it's a powder palette, but it has so much uses. You can use it to set your makeup, you can use it as bronzer, you can use it as highlight. See, I'm using it there to brighten up my under eye. After I set, sometimes I do this. Don't know, I don't show it on camera more. You really need to show all the uses for it on camera more. So I use it to brighten up my under eye after I set. I use it sometimes to contour. Say I use it as bronzer. I use it to tone down colors. When colors look too bright or too dark, I use the powders to do that as well. And sometimes I use it for a nice soft eyeshadow look. And the powders in this palette, they're sheer to medium coverage, so they won't add too much color to your face and change the look of everything, which is what I love about it. And if you guys follow me now, you'll know that I'm a baker. I love to bake, and this is one size ultra pink. I really just love to use that pinky toned color to bake. I just think that it gives a baking effect without being too much, because I feel like makeup is nice when it has like a balance. Like, you want it to be glam but not too much. I think that's what my makeup looks are known for. Like, they look so glam but they're still wearable and beautiful. Like, a man can appreciate it in real life, you know what I mean? Okay, now this is a major tip here. So now we're going in to really bronze the face, and I'm using my favorite bronzy blush, and this is the KKAÖ Beauty Bar Blush Palette. This blush palette is really iconic, and it's so funny. I'm a small brand, and I've had this brand from after COVID, and I've been doing this blush technique for a while, and now it's like the biggest thing on the internet. It's just so interesting how that works, but we've been doing blush and bronzy brush like this for years now. So you can grab the bar blush palette. That's what it looks like after you bronze the face. Now I'm using the purple blush in the palette. I'm sorry guys, I should have did the palette up more. Can't really see, but it has a purple tone in the palette, and I use that to kind of sculpt my cheekbones a bit more. See, you see what it did there? It just brought more vibrancy to my face. And see, now I'm using the two pinky colors, mixing them together and applying the pink right on the highest point of the cheekbone beside the eye. I have a student who keeps asking me, she's in my online makeup academy, keep asking me to give her more videos on YouTube on blush. Listen, it's all about the placement and having the right blush. Bake your under eyes. While you're baking, apply the blush little by little by the side of your eye. Look straight in the mirror. Don't turn it to the side. Do it with your face facing the mirror. and put the blush right beside your under eye. Don't be afraid to bring it high up onto your under eye. You should be able to see the blush in the front. You can even bring it to the front under your under eye highlight. Don't be afraid. It's going to look good, guys. Okay, and take your time. Then we're just going to unbake a bit. Then I'm going with my favorite highlighter palette. This is from KKAÖ Beauty. Look at it. It's just literally just gives the the most beautiful glow ever. Like, I need that. Like, that just makes such a big difference to your nose contour highlight situation. And that was the KKAÖ Beauty highlighter palette. Now I just added some brow gel to make my brows look more defined, and I'm going with more blush because I'm obsessed. Now I'm using the Marabadesco spray. I really love this when I don't really want to change my makeup too much. This is just gonna tone down the powdery textures of your face without your face getting oily, because it's like water. So I really, really love that. Now I'm just going in with more of the KKAÖ Beauty Artist Essential Powder Palette to brighten up my under eyes even more, to bring back that matte texture, and I'm adding more blush just right there by the side of my eye to give it more depth. And this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. If you really enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.